friends, welcome to Kamat Astrology. In today's video, we will talk about the Angarak Yog, which is getting formed on April 23rd, 2024 in the sign of Pisces or Mean. And this Angarak Yog clearly shows a battle on the sea or in the ocean. So let us try to analyze further the effects of this Angarak Yog, which countries will be impacted and how it will manifest. Now first, what is Angarak Yog? Whenever Rahu and Mars, that is Rahu and Mangal, come together in any zodiac sign, it forms a yog called Angarak Yog. What is Angarak? Angarak refers to a burning piece of charcoal. Mars represents intense heat, intense aggression, and Rahu amplifies this aggression. Therefore, this yog represents extreme violence. And therefore, it is known as Angarak Yog. Now, on 23rd April 2024, at 8:52 am IST, Mars moves from the zodiac sign of Aquarius into the zodiac sign of Pisces or Mean. And Rahu is already present in the sign of Mean or Pisces, which means Rahu and Mars now enter into this zodiac sign of Pisces, or they come together in the zodiac sign of Pisces, thus forming the Angarak Yog. Mars is going to remain here till 31st May 2024, and therefore the Angarak Yog is active till 31st May 2024. It will start from 23rd April 2024. So you can see the leftmost chart, the top left square, which is the sign of Pisces, shown in the purple square. And there you can see the planets Rahu, Mercury, Mars, Venus and Neptune. Now let us understand what is the sign of Pisces or Mean. The sign of Pisces or Mean is the last sign in the zodiac belt. It represents isolation, liberation. It represents oceans. It represents river bodies. It represents a watery sign. And the sign of Pisces is represented by two fishes. In a way, the sign of Pisces therefore represents oceans and seas. Now, what are the other planets present in the sign of Pisces? You can see Venus, which is present there. You can also see Neptune. You can also see Mercury. Now, Neptune also represents water bodies. Venus also represents watery emotions. And Rahu and Mars here form an Angarak Yog, which means a battle starts in the sea or the ocean. So the period post 23rd April 2024 to 31st May 2024 shows a war or a battle being fought on the oceans. Now, when will this battle intensify? This battle will intensify only when Rahu and Mars form an exact conjunction in the sign of Pisces, and this happens around 18th and 19th May 2024. The central chart shows you this exact conjunction, and you can see that this is the time when the Angarak Yog's intensity is maximum because Rahu and Mars are on the same degree. If I look at the Navamsha chart on 18th May 2024, 8:52 am IST, I can see the same yog being formed in the sign of Dhanu, that is in the Dhanu Navamsha, which is the rightmost chart, bottom left square. Again, in this case, in the Dhanu Navamsha, Venus, Mars and Rahu are present together. Now, Navamsha represents the fruit. Sagittarius or Dhanu is the sign of war. So clearly it indicates that the fruit of this conjunction is going to be a war. And the war will be fought on a water body like the sea or the ocean. Next important thing to analyze is which countries will be impacted by this war. Now, if you see, China has a Capricorn ascendant, India has a Taurus ascendant. In case of India, Venus or Shukra is the first house lord and the sixth house lord. Sixth house lord represents conflicts, represents diseases, and he has gone into the 11th house of Pisces, considering that India has a Taurus ascendant. Now 11th house is 6th from the 6th house, and therefore it is the reflection of the 6th house, which means India could be attacked during this time period via the ocean or the sea. Who can carry out this attack? If I consider the Capricorn ascendant for China, then in China's chart, this Angarak Yog is getting formed in the third house. The third house is the sign of effort, it is the sign of action, which means that during this time, China can engage in a war with its neighboring country. Third house is also the neighbors. So it clearly shows China is going to attack one of its neighbors, and that could be India also. So this time period between 23rd April to 31st May 2024, especially the time around 18th and 19th May 2024, is very conducive to a situation where China can attack India over the oceans. Now, which other countries can be involved in this war? The countries to the northwest of India can support China in this war, and it is clear that these countries will also be involved in the war. So now which countries are to the northwest of India? China is to the north of India, we all know that. Northwest of India, we have Pakistan, we have Afghanistan. So somehow Pakistan will get involved with China, and they could launch an attack through the sea or the ocean on India in this time frame. So this time frame shows some kind of war happening on the sea or the ocean, and India getting greatly impacted because of its neighboring countries such as Pakistan, Afghanistan and China, who can jointly attack India in this time period or cause some kind of disturbance over the seas, which will impact India in a big way. That is very clearly seen from all three charts. Now, since the sign of Pisces represents the oceans, this time clearly indicates war on the oceans, war on the seas, as I have explained earlier. And definitely, India will get greatly impacted. So this period shows a war between India and China, or India and Pakistan, or jointly countries such as China, Afghanistan, Pakistan can launch an attack over India through the seas. If you see this time, that is April 23rd, 2024, again all the benefic planets are getting trapped between malefics. For example, Venus, Mercury, Neptune, they are all trapped between the Rahu-Ketu axis. The moon is already with Ketu. It is also in the Rahu-Ketu axis. Jupiter and Sun are receiving the aspect of Saturn, and Jupiter and Sun are also with Uranus, which is a malefic planet. So the benefics cannot exert a good influence during this time, and it definitely shows great disturbance over the seas. This could also be a time when there can be tsunamis, there can be tornadoes coming through the ocean and causing large-scale destruction in the northwest portions of India. So even the Kashmir region can be impacted in a big way. However, it shows a higher probability of destruction through war on the ocean or the sea in this time period. So this is a time period when India will face a lot of challenges. I have been explaining in my past videos through many other combinations also as to how the months of April and May 2024 can be very dangerous for India. And during this time, lot of disturbances will happen in India, either by the mode of war through the oceans or even internal riots and other kinds of disturbances. So this is a period when India has to be very careful. The Indian government has to take appropriate action and prepare itself from right now for this war. I believe the Modi government is already doing that, because on 13 January 2024, almost a week before the Ram Mandir Pran Pratishtha, a meeting was conducted with the NSA, CDS and DRDO by our Prime Minister, and in that meeting these possibilities have been discussed. Now this was a highly secretive meeting, but what I understand is that during this time period the Prime Minister has asked our defense agencies to be prepared for a possible war with China and to upgrade our defense capabilities. So friends, this fiery combination of Rahu and Mars in Pisces indicates a war on the oceans, and it will definitely impact India. Now if you like this video, do mark it as liked on YouTube. If you have not subscribed to our channel, you can do so by clicking the subscribe button. For any queries, you can write to us at astrosevaworld@yahoo.com. You can also reach us through our website astroseva.tripod.com. So friends, thanks a lot. Bye. Take care and stay safe. We'll see you soon with another video.